everyone, it's Naomi. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a book haul, and I don't know why I've been acquiring so many books because I'm going to Book Expo next week, and I've never been before, so I really don't know how many books I'm going to acquire there, and they're probably mostly going to be more ARCs. But anyway, I simply have been acquiring books because that's what I do. These are ones that I've acquired over the past month or two. Some of these I purchased myself, and then others were sent to me for review from publishers. First is the series A Natural History of Dragons, a memoir by Lady Trent. I've heard this is a really unique series, and I've been so excited to get my hands on it. I saw a while ago that Book Outlet had some of these in stock, so I took advantage and got some. Unfortunately, some of them arrived really dinged up and dirty and just kind of not the quality that I would like to keep on my shelf. Two of them arrived great, but I ended up having to, I gave the dirty ones, the dinged up ones away, and I rebought them on Amazon because I want my whole set to match and be nice. But anyway, this is the first one. I love these covers. On the back it is described as it says Lady Trent is the Jane Goodall of dragonkind. It just sounds really intriguing to me. I've been wanting to read more books with dragons in them, and yeah, the covers, total cover buy for these, but I've also heard good things, so I'm really excited to eventually at some point get to these. This is number 1. It is called A Natural History of Dragons. Number 2 is The Tropic of Serpents. 3 is Voyage of the Basilisk. Love this cover. I love all these covers. 4 is Within the Sanctuary of Wings, and 5 is In the Labyrinth of Drakes. I think I said those in the correct order. The really cool thing about these is they all have different colors, as you can see, and the text inside is actually different colors too. So for instance, this orange one, if you can see this, the text is kind of orange, which I just think that is such a cool touch. The lavender one has like dark lavender ink. This one has sort of a periwinkle blue ink, my favorite. This one has a dark green ink, and this one has sort of a grayish brown ink. So none of them have black ink, and I just think that is super cool, and I'm really excited to get to those. Next I got Winterglass, which is the sequel to Spindlefire, which I have here. I read this last year and really enjoyed it, and yet again a stunning cover design. Ooh, she sent me a signed thing. That is so sweet. The cover looks like that underneath. This was a sort of Sleeping Beauty retelling. It was very different, really loved it, and can't wait to see what's in this one. My hair is bugging the hell out of me today. Do you guys ever have a day where you just, no matter what you do, your hair is annoying? I was also sent a book by Amulet Books called A Face Like Glass. I really don't know anything about this. On the inside front cover flap it says, in the underground city of Caverna, the world's most skilled craftspeople toil in the darkness to create delicacies beyond compare. Wines that remove memories, cheeses that make you hallucinate, and perfumes that convince you to trust the wearer even as he slits your throat. On the surface, the people of Caverna seem ordinary, except for one thing. Their faces are as blank as untouched snow. Expressions must be learned, and only the famous face-smiths can teach a person to express or fake joy, despair, or fear at a steep price. Wow, that's an intriguing concept. I have, of course, pre-ordered a copy of A Court in Frost and Starlight. I didn't do my research at first and thought this was going to be a full-size installment. It is not. It's like a little novella in between the next installment, which is totally fine. I love this cover. I breezed through this in like a day and it was lovely, and I feel like people always criticize her so much for these little things that she does, like someone's throat is always bobbing in her writing, which it just kind of cracks me up. Like, I'm used to it by now. I don't really care. This is a pleasure read for me, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I can't wait to read the next one. I also picked up a copy of Tower of Dawn. I've heard really amazing things about this. Some people say it's their absolute favorite in this series so far, in the Throne of Glass series. This is not like part of the main series. It's kind of like an offshoot telling, I think, Dorian's story, if I'm right, or no, Chaol Westfall's story, sorry. And yeah, really excited to finally get this one. This is another that I actually ordered from Book Outlet, and I had never had this happen to me before, but apparently the people at Book Outlet were like, no, that's normal, you've just lucked out in the past. They sent me one that was like kind of dinged up, and it had a huge ugly Walmart sticker on it that was like couldn't be removed. It was the really difficult kind of sticker. And I hate that. Like that's not pretty for Bookstagram, you know? So I gave that one away too, and I just, you know, I lost the money on that one. I wanted a beautiful new cover, as it should be. And because I know this is one that I'm going to want to keep in my collection with the other Sarah J Maas books on my shelf. And yeah, now I guess I'm really hesitant to order from Book Outlet now because I've ordered from them like 6 different times and I've always had really great results. Of course, they always have the little remainder mark on the end. We dealt with that. That's fine. I kind of accepted that. But then my last batch of books that I got from them was just like, in my opinion, they were terrible. So, I don't know. I recently ordered some books from Book Depository, the paperback set of, I think this is the UK edition of Laini Taylor's Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. So this is what the covers look like. Daughter of Smoke and Bone, Days of Blood and Starlight, and then this one's my favorite. Kind of reminds me of Strange the Dreamer. Dreams of Gods and Monsters. Doesn't that look very similar to Strange the Dreamer? Or remind you of that, I guess. Strange the Dreamer right here was one of my absolute favorite reads last year, and that's so far the only thing I've actually read from Laini Taylor. So, and she's like, just from reading that one book, one of my absolute favorite authors, so I knew that I had to get into some of her other stuff. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have read this series and what you think. No spoilers. I'm really excited to get to these ones. It says Northern Lights and Pan's Labyrinth in one. That sounds amazing. Penguin recently kindly sent me a copy of The Mermaid. This is a new release, I believe this month or next. It says it's a beautiful historical fairy tale about a mermaid who leaves the sea only to become the star attraction of history's greatest showman. So that sounds like a load of fun. I love this cover, although it is kind of a weird, short, squat size compared to most paperbacks, if you see that. So it's gonna look kind of different on the shelf, not that that matters, but this is a adult fantasy, and Christina Henry, I think, is the one that wrote, does it say on here? She wrote Lost Boy, which I have not read, and Alice. If that's the Alice I'm thinking of, it was a really dark tale, so I'm curious to see how she's going to handle this story. Speaking of mermaids, Fairy Magazine sent me this gorgeous tome. It kind of looks like they're doing a little series because last year they came out with the Fairy Handbook, which was, of course, stunning. It'll be a lifelong favorite on my shelf. So yeah, they came out with the Mermaid Handbook this spring, and it's got, instead of the silver and purple, it has like copper and teal, turquoise type color. Look at these end pages. Oh my god, look how cool. It's set up in the same type of format as the Fairy Handbook, and I'm kind of hoping they'll do a Unicorn Handbook. I don't know, I actually contacted them about that a while ago, and they're like, I don't know if there's enough content, and I was like, I'll find some. So set up into the similar type chapters of fashion and beauty, arts and culture, real mermaids and where to find them. That's a really cool section. Entertaining stories of the sea, and of course there's like food recipes in that one. Try to do a flip through for you guys. See if you can get the gist of all sorts of art and culture and recipes and costumes and beauty from the sea. Look how stunning that is, you guys. If you are a mermaid fan, you must get your hands on a copy of this. Lastly, I was sent a little trade, what do you call these? Trade paperbacks? I haven't gotten one of these in so long, it seems like. This is from DAW Books. I guess this is a reprint, actually. I just checked. Originally, the story was written in like 1975 or something, so they're reprinting this one in this lightweight little travel pocket-sized book, which is super cute. And of course, Tanith Lee is the World Fantasy Award winning author. She wrote the Black Unicorn series, which I loved when I was little. And this one just seems really cool, and I like the cover, and I do wish that it was like a bigger book, but what can you do, right? Oh my gosh, can I get all this in the shot at once? Probably not. Oh my god, I don't want to drop them. If I back up. There you go, there they all are. So that was my book haul for the spring. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and found some new titles that you are perhaps interested in acquiring yourself. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I will maybe be trying to vlog when I'm at Book Expo America in New York City next week. I haven't been to New York City since I was a very young child, guys, so I am a little bit nervous. I don't do well around like giant crowds. It just saps the energy right out of me and I want to like go crawl into a hole. So I am very excited to be meeting with publishers and networking in the industry and all of that, but I know that it's going to test my anxiety and my patience and all those things. I'll be at Book Expo on Wednesday and Thursday. I'm not going to BookCon, which is like directly after that on like the Saturday, Sunday, I think. I can't do both this year, and Book Expo is more important for Unicorn Crate purposes. But yeah, maybe I'll vlog it, maybe I won't. If I do, then I'll post a video about that, and I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are, and thank you so much for watching. Give this a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye.